makers, welcome to Maker Studio. My name is Cristie and Amy has invited me here today to share another awesome project with you during coffee and crafting. So grab your favorite beverage and join me here, and we are going to make something fun. I am the owner of Joyful Art Studio. You can find me over on my Facebook page, on YouTube, Instagram, all those fun social media places. I have a space in Northern California where I share lots of art and classes with the community here for all ages. So I'd love it if you join me there. If you're in the area, join me downtown Vacaville. So we are going to be making a project today with a fun stencil. And so this one really is awesome. It is "You Are the Apple of My Pie." And look at all that awesome detail. So I'm going to be making a fun little project with that, and I'm excited because we are actually starting to get crispy weather in the morning, and so it's starting to feel a bit like fall here. And those that are familiar with Northern California, we have an area going up into the mountains of the Sierras called Apple Hill, and it is very traditional here to take your family and spend the day up there and just go pick apples at all the different farms, enjoy some of the amazing artisans that set up there, and all the bakeries are making so many amazing goodies out of the local produce that's grown up there in the foothills of the Sierras. And so I'm super excited. What are your traditions for the fall? Do you have something that you do with your family every year, or from the area that you're from? I'd love to hear about that. I just love traditions and things that you can do to build family. And drop those down in the comments below. And so what we're gonna do is I'm going to turn my camera down. I want you to be able to see my tabletop and everything that I'm doing, because I don't want you to miss anything. But if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And also, if you want to go into the drawing to win this awesome new fall stencil, share and then tag 3 friends down below, and you will go into the drawing for that. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera down and we can get started. Okay, so I have got all my goodies here. I have this little adorable tray that could be, I mean, there's so many different things that you could use this cute tray for. I got it at my local craft store for just a few bucks. And what I did was I stained it, and I used this awesome stain by Amy Howard. It is the English walnut stain, and I love this stuff. It has a really pleasant smell, and so you can do it inside. It's totally safe to do it that way. And what I do is I just take a chip brush and I smush it all around loosely, let it soak in, and then just not even 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how much you want it to absorb. And then I wipe it away with a lint-free cloth. And then you can let it dry for a couple hours. And then I like to come in and use this Mind Your Own Beeswax wax. Just gives it a nice finish. And that only needs about 15 minutes to dry. Again, you just put it on there loosely, let it soak in for a sec, wipe it off with a lint-free cloth, and you have a really durable sealed surface, and it just gets nice and hard. And those are amazing products that I use on all my crafting that you have wood for. I also have these cute little beads, and these beads are from the craft store. Again, they come in little packages, and you'll notice that they have a flat side on each. So what I'm going to do after I do my stencil is we're going to adhere those underneath this, so it can be a little counter tray that sits there holding your favorite little mini apple pie maybe. And so I'm going to be doing my stencil inside of here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off this little part right here because I want this main part to be the star of it. And I'm gonna put it, I think I'm gonna put it down in that corner. I like that. Okay, and so I've saved my container for that with the cardstock inside of there so I can store it safely. And I just need to peel this off. If you're new to these stencils, they are a mesh stencil that functions quite like a silk screen, but you can kind of see that this isn't totally open. It's a mesh there where all the openings are. And so where the openings are is where the ink or paint or whatever you choose to do your print with is going to seep through. And then the black will be the negative space, or the space that will remain clean. And I'm just going to line this up like so. And it's tacky on the back, like a bit like a sticker. So once I get it lined up, I'm gonna give it a good press, and I'm really going to burnish that in because I don't want any space between the stencil and the tray. Because if you have any spaces, the paint or the ink is going to seep through there. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and it looking pretty good. If you are not comfortable with the spaces being so close to the edge, you could easily tape that off with some painter's tape. It will not damage your surface or your stencil, and that way you won't be nervous about going off the stencil. So I have my squeegee here. And this is a fun shaped one. It comes in the squeegee set that has a rectangular one, this fun shape, and then a pencil one. And I kind of like this one because I tend to use this surface right here, which has a curved edge and then a nice stiff hard edge, and it fits right in your finger just like that. And you can just, especially with these getting in these nooks and crannies, it gives you more control over your squeegee. Okay, and so today I'm going to be squeegeeing with this one-step paint, and they come in these stencils, these sample pots. This is actually the green. I'm going to do it in the ballet white, and I keep it in a tub because I often, with the white, I get it in the bigger container, but all their colors come in this size, and this is a fantastic size and will last you so long. This paint is amazing. It's one-step paint because you do not need to prep it. You don't need to prep your surface at all. And so here we go. We have some white here, and I keep it here, and oh, you got to smell this. It's like, it smells so good. So I'm going to get a little paintbrush. Just want to give this a little stir. I don't want to dip my squeegee in here, so I'm just gonna kind of tap some along the edge here. And you'll notice I have my container of water all set and ready there. I'll put that there. So I'm gonna come in here and rotate this so I'm comfortable, and I'm just gonna press it nicely into those spaces where the mesh is. And the consistency of this is slightly runnier than the inks, but it still works beautifully. I'm gonna get rid of some of this excess because I don't want it to drip off when I'm removing. And you will not need to seal this at all. It is totally here we go. This is the best part. Are you all ready? Look how beautiful that is. I'm going to stick this down in my water so that I can clean it. And we got some here, and that's okay. I'll wipe that up and I can touch it up with some stain. So look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that fun? So I'm also going to flip it over, and I have some of this quick dry tacky glue you could use. I wouldn't use hot glue because sometimes, especially after you've sealed it, it might not stay long term. You could use E6000. I like this Aleene's glue, and I especially love the quick dry. So I'm going to give that a little press. This will be adorable with a lot of stencils. It could be in your restroom, your bathroom, and put some little jars of bathroom needs in there and set them inside your little tray. And I'm just giving it a press to make sure the glue is settling, and it'll slide a little bit around. But you'll notice it starts setting up pretty fast. And any white that oozes out, it will dry clear. So there we go. There is our fun little tray, and I can't wait to put it on my kitchen counter and put some fun things on. And you know, I'm gonna just show you, since I have this here, how to easily clean your stencil. So I have my little tray of water, and I could take it to my sink, but I can also give it a nice rub, just like so. And it might stain on the black, and that's totally fine. You just want to make sure all the ink or the paint is out of the mesh part, which I can tell that it is. If it's not, you can get a little sponge and gently rub it. And when you're washing it, it might feel like the adhesive is going away, but it isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a towel, and I'm going to lay this sticky side up, and the adhesive will come right back when you're done, when it's done drying. So it's super simple to care for those, and if you care for them well, they will last you a very long time for multiple prints. So I'm going to go get this all set up and take some photos for you, give you some ideas of how to use it. And don't forget that Amy's giving away one of these stencils, so you want to tag several of your friends down below, and then you'll go into the drawing for a win. And so I hope to see you again soon on Maker Studio, and look forward to the rest of the projects this week. Have a great day.